we'll see how this goes. This is a very short episode, and I'm having to do it entirely on my mobile phone because my laptop has decided it doesn't want to play anymore. But I thought it was time to do a little review of the Outbaker stove after a year of use. So it's maybe not quite a year of use, it's probably more like 6 months of use and 6 months of no use, if that makes sense. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I'll ad-lib it as I go. So all I've done with it is I have given it, in places where there was some rust forming, I've wire brushed it and given it a coat of high temperature spray paint, and then I've gone over it with, if I can find it, where are you, this stuff, which is stove restorer, and this comes from Furniture Clinic, and it's a bit like a sort of a black gel stuff, I don't know, but you just put it on with a sponge and leave it to dry fully, and then you just buff it off, and it kind of makes it look a bit nicer, I think. But I'm going to carry on adding some more coats of that, particularly around the front here. One thing I will do is I need to get a new front glass for the firebox and the fire rope that goes round the glass, because that has deteriorated, and the front of the glass, although the glass is fairly clean, there's something melted onto the front of the glass there. I don't know what, I've caught something that's melted on there. Everything else is fine, absolutely fine. The inside of the oven got a little bit rusty on the bottom, but as I say, I've wire brushed that and given that a coat of paint as well. I was going to talk about things which are, shall we say, not ideal for my situation with this stove, because you have to bear in mind that this stove is not meant for permanent use, not meant for permanent installation, not for a year anyway. And the problem I have is the flue, because the flue, certainly on the outside of the boat, they fit together like that, so the top one fits into the bottom one, and the problem with that is that rainwater will find its way down and then just trickle down the inside of the flue and into the stove itself. So that's one thing that I wish they had it designed so it was the other way up, and the flue pieces fitted together like that. I have an idea of how I might overcome that, but we'll see that maybe in another episode. The fire grate itself is fine. There's a little bit of bowing, but I think at one point I did burn coal in the stove, and it's obviously got a little bit too hot. Apart from that, no other real worries, apart from inside the oven you've got this little shelf, and it just slides in and out, and the problem is, if you've got something in there and you can't quite get hold of it with your glove or whatever, the temptation is to slide the shelf out to get at whatever is on the shelf. If you go a little too far, the shelf will just tip like this and you lose your dinner. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? I've learned to be very careful with that now. No other problems. And I have lit this recently, so it's been out of use for about 6 months, and I have been using very successfully this stuff that I've been getting from Aldi, Instant Light Charcoal. It's meant for barbecues, and they've got it on sale at the moment, £1 for 2 1 kilo bags. And the 1 kilo bags come like this, and it's supposed to be Instant Light, but this bag fits exactly, well, pretty much, with a bit of shoving and messing about. It fits into the firebox, and it doesn't always light straight away. Sometimes I have to relight it. I think this is going to be one of these ones that I have to relight. Maybe. We shall see. No, I'm going to have to. Yeah, I think it's going to take another. Let me just pause this, if I can. I don't think I can pause it. So you'll just have to take my word for it that that will get going. In fact, I'll try cheating. I've got a little bit of lamp oil here, which I will pour onto the bag. And then we'll light it. Oops. And there's some charcoal trying to escape. There he goes. So that will light now. And it'll take a while to get hot, but it will get hot enough for me to cook on the top, and it'll get hot enough for me to put something in the oven if I want to. And it will last maybe about 3.5 hours, chucking out quite a nice bit of heat. So overall, after a year of this fella, it's done pretty well. So I'm really impressed with these things. So thank you, Outbaker Stoves, for a really good product. So anyway, that's it from me. There will be some more episodes coming out, a bit longer, about other things I've been doing on the boat, but I just wanted to do this one. It's kind of like an anniversary, you know. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, and comment if you wish. Cheers, bye bye.